Torrential rainfall for the Pacific Northwest, 2 rounds of snow for the upper Midwest, and snow for the Mid-Atlantic. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Putes, December 8th, 2025. So we got a lot of ground to cover. Starting with the Pacific Northwest, as predicted, we have an atmospheric river event that's going to be occurring from today all the way until almost about Friday. The Weather Prediction Center has already issued a slight risk for all these days, but now also including a marginal risk for flash flooding for Idaho as well. And quite simply put, we're just going to see a lot of torrential rainfall throughout the entire day and overnight. As I'm recording this video at 9 a.m. Central Time, you guys have already been seeing this rain, and so for the concern for flash flooding is mostly for the coastal areas, but also for the urban areas as well. On the west coastline near the mountains, there is some risk for some landslides as the rain is going to be coming down from the mountain. And with the help of orographic lift or winds going upwards with the mountain and following the terrain, that's why we're going to have a lot more rain on the west side of these mountains. Now, while these mountains do block some rain from the urban areas, such as like Portland through Seattle, we're still going to see a lot of rain in these areas, and urban areas have a hard time retaining water as we're having a lot less surface area of natural soils. And unfortunately, the only break from this rain is probably going to be really early tomorrow morning, but it's pretty much going to continue on into Tuesday as well. Now, what's happening in the Pacific Northwest is actually going to influence what's going to happen in the upper Midwest, places like North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. And so we're going to see 2 rounds of snow. The first one's going to be today, and we're going to see about 1 to 3 inches. And the next one's going to occur tomorrow morning into tomorrow evening, and that's going to be another 3 to 6 inches. So starting with the northern part of North Dakota, it looks like we're going to see something around like noon Central Time today. Northern Minnesota around 2 Central Time. Northern Wisconsin, Western Michigan, maybe about 8 to 9 p.m. Central Time. And then Eastern Michigan, most likely overnight. Now going back to Northern Dakota, then the second round of snow it looks like it's going to occur around 8 a.m. tomorrow. Northern Minnesota around 10 a.m. Wisconsin, Western Michigan, maybe around 3 p.m. And then Eastern Michigan, maybe around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And surprisingly, we have a decent amount of snow that's occurring a little bit in Kentucky, West Virginia, and Virginia. You guys are already seeing the snow, and this is pretty much going to continue until about 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Most places are going to see about 1 to 4 inches of snow, but isolated places could see upwards of 5 inches or greater. And so looking at 500 millibars of midwinter troposphere, we have remnants of this vorticity maximum that just passed the Midwest and is now around like the Ohio Valley. And vorticity is just spin, and so areas that it's headed into, it's going to have more upward motion. And then in addition to that, we're going to have some decent amount of shear, and that's going to tilt those updrafts and really enhance those upward motions as well. Now going down to 850 millibars, we're actually going to have a high pressure somewhere around the Ohio Valley and a low pressure somewhere around like the North Carolina area. And with high pressures being clockwise flow, we're going to have a lot of Atlantic warmer air headed directly into the places like West Virginia and Virginia. And even with this low pressure, with its counterclockwise flow, it is also helping with that easterly flow, bringing in that warm air advection. Now, even though it's still freezing temperatures, that warmer air is basically bringing a lot of moisture or fuel. And we're going to see this happen in the Midwest today and tomorrow as well. And for tomorrow, at the surface, at this low pressure system behind it, we're actually going to have a lot of really high winds for the Eastern Rockies and Northern Rockies. We're talking winds from like 25 to 35 miles per hour sustained and wind gusts up to 40 or greater.